PHMazda.com. Live from the Sasquatch Casino and Wild Card Casino Sports Desk. Here's Eric and Bruce.
You are a good producer. Well done. Welcome back, everybody. Well, Morning Drive, Goodman and Haertl. Watch us, MileHighSports.com. You can reach us, Roller Auctions Twitter feed, at Bruce Haertl, at Eric Goodman. Today, Big Boys Toys Auction featuring classic cars, campers, motorcycles, boats, and more. Bidding is underway at rollerauction.com. Get notifications about upcoming auctions at rollerauction.com/MHS. Tonight, it's going to feel like a playoff game. Next week, we're probably going to have the playoffs. What are you going to do to pre-party? What are you going to do to post-party when you go down to Ball Arena for the Nuggets and the Avalanche? My suggestion, go to Nola Jane in Lodo. If you love great Cajun cuisine, I'm talking about the best stuff from New Orleans, we got it right here at Nola Jane in Lodo. 6 different po' boys. You can't go wrong with the debris, but the gator sausage gumbo is something that I've never seen on a menu at any Cajun place in town, not to mention no one's as good as Nola Jane anyway. And wash it down with a hurricane. You go to Patty O'Brien's in the French Quarter, it's loaded with sugar. You're going to get like a sugar high and a sugar rush. There, it's like fresh juices, and it's really, really good. Go enjoy that on the rooftop deck. Plus, they have a great late-night menu as well. Get a bowl of sausage gumbo with dirty rice. Oh, so
You're talking yourself into it already.
I know. You want some crawfish etouffee? You're a vegetarian.
Yeah, I am.
Well, why don't you go down there and get some? Maybe we'll go together.
Okay.
All right. Nola Jane. Find them in Lodo off of Market Street. Time now for the Buzz.
The Buzz is presented by Paramount Siding and Windows. Paramount Siding and Windows, it's quality in everything they do. Find them at ParamountSidingAndWindows.com.
Very excited to have this next guest on the show. He's a longtime friend of mine named Zack Price, works for Fanatics. He's a professional sports investor, betting analyst specifically for golf, and this guy knows his stuff. Good morning, Zack. How are you?
Goody. It's so great to be here on Masters Week on maybe my favorite show in all of Denver, The Morning Drive.
Wow.
All right. Well done.
I got to tell you something. You read it exactly how I scripted it for you in that email yesterday. So thank you for doing that. Cannot wait to talk to you about this because I'm not someone that bets on golf very often, but I have my pen and my paper ready to get this thing going. We know who the favorites are, right? Scotty Scheffler, Jon Rahm, and Rory McIlroy. Straight up, is that a good value bet? Let's just start there to bet one of those guys to win.
I'm going to be honest, Eric. I can give an argument against all 3 of these guys. So Scotty Scheffler, my only argument is there's not enough value on his plus 450 to win the tournament odds. That's like Tiger Woods in his prime. And I'll tell you the difference between Tiger Woods and Scotty Scheffler is Tiger Woods has won 15 majors. Scotty Scheffler has won 1 major. And so right there, plus 250 is too rich for my blood. And if we want to talk about the other guys, Jon Rahm won the tournament last year. We all know he moved over to the LIV Tour. I'm going to ignore that for a second. I'm going to focus on the fact that he won last year. He hosted a champions dinner last night, which is a tradition. No winner has repeated as a winner since 2002 when Tiger did it. So now you're talking another 22 years of history that we have of somebody not repeating here at Augusta. Very difficult to do. And if we go to Rory McIlroy, well, he's got all the talent in the world, but he starts off very slow at Augusta. In fact, he's a little bit of a head case at Augusta, if you will. It's the only major he hasn't won. In his last 5 majors, here's how he started the tournament. Even par round, 1 over, 4 over, 3 over, and 1 over par. He missed the cut last year. I'm staying away from all 3 of those guys.
Okay, you and I had a long conversation about this yesterday on maybe a smart way to make a bet, something that you crushed last year. And correct me if I'm wrong. I know I'm going to butcher it. You take those 3 guys and then pick a guy who will be the highest finisher of those 3. So as you put it to me, take those 3 guys out and who's going to be the highest finisher. Just to give you some extra cred, that not that you necessarily need it, you picked Phil Mickelson at what? 20 to 1 odds, 200 to 1 odds, something like that, and you won that bet. Is that right?
There's a little difference between 20 to 1 and 200 to 1.
Yes, there is. Which one was it?
I hit the 200 to 1. Phil Mickelson, the market is called winner without. So the wager is who's going to win the Masters without Scheffler, McIlroy, and Rahm. And they have it this year at most of the sports books. So you're looking at any guy in the field who's going to have the lowest score at the end of the tournament, aside from those three guys. I bet on 2 or 3 guys last year that I thought had really high odds. One of them was Phil Mickelson at 200 to 1. And guess what? He never had a chance to win the tournament, but he came from behind and finished in second with a really strong back nine on Sunday, and he finished second, and I cashed 200 to 1 odds.
Okay.
Meanwhile, John Rahm was the favorite, and he was about 9 to 1 to win the tournament, which he did. So it's a really great market to take some long shots.
Zach, isn't Brooks Koepka a good bet anytime that we're playing a major? I mean, he's always seems to be on the leaderboard at the U.S. Open in particular. Is he a tough play this week? Where are we with Brooks Koepka?
Bruce, you're right on the money here. Brooks Koepka has a lot of value, and a lot of value is created by those 3 favorites we just talked about having such low odds. It kind of pushed Koepka up to about the 20 to 1 range. He was leading the Masters last year going into Sunday, and he ended up finishing second to Rahm. He has 5 major championships, and he also had another second-place finish here at Augusta. He's always up there in the majors, as you just said. He's won 5 majors, and he's won 5 other tournaments in his career. He only cares about the majors. I think you'd be making a mistake if you didn't have him at 20 to 1.
I like it.
We are talking with Zack Price, who represents Fanatics, good friend of mine, longtime friend, professional sports investor, and betting analyst specifically on golf. And the Masters is his Christmas. We have Koepka in that type of bet. Next man up outside the top 3. I'm guessing you go with Koepka. Give me 2 other guys because I'm literally writing this down right now. I set up a Fanatics account, and I'm betting all my money on what you tell me to do. And there's only $3 in there, so we got to be very careful on how I spend that $3.
Big spender.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Eric, if you're going to spend all your money on this tournament, I've got to really focus. On that $3. You might look into your couch cushions underneath the chair you're sitting in. You might find some change. The other guys I would recommend you go for here is Hideki Matsuyama is one of them. So he's made 9 cuts at the Masters, and he actually won it in 2021. Let me check his stats real quick. He won it in 21. The year before that, he finished 13th. In the last 2 years, he's finished 14th and 16th. So he's hanging around. He's got that green jacket. He's had a finishes in his career at this place. With 9 straight cuts made, I think it's safe to say he's going to be going to the weekend with a chance to win. The other guy I'm going to give you is Jordan Spieth, another fantastic Masters player. Spieth has 5 top 5s at the Masters in his career. In fact, he started his career at the Masters finishing second, then winning it, and then another second-place finish is his first 3 years. So he finished 4th last year. I love him at this course.
Okay. There are other ways to bet the Masters. Pick a guy who's going to finish in the top 10, top 5, top 15, top 20. Give me a category. I'm literally writing this down. I mean, and I'm kind of shutting Bruce out of this conversation, not because he doesn't have great questions, but I'm trying to extract as much information as I can personally. Yes, I'm being selfish about this because I know how much you know about it. So what category should I go? Top 10, top 5, top 15, top 20? Who do I need to bet?
So top 5s are really difficult in my opinion.
All right, let's move to top 10. Let's go to top 10.
Yeah, top 10. Sure. Top 10. Again, a lot of the guys finish in the top 10 every year. John Rahm, out of the last 6 years, he's finished in the top 10 5 times, okay? We mentioned Spieth. How about Patrick Reed? He won the tournament in 2018. So in the last 6 years, he's finished in the top 10 4 times. And he's 100 to 1 to win the tournament. And so a little secret that I can give you guys is when they price out the top 10 odds, they actually take a derivative. I know it's a big word from the outright. So his outright is 100 to 1. They divide that by a certain amount. That's how they get his top 10 price. Well, he might not win the tournament, but he's come in the top 10 5 times in the last 6 years, I think 7 years. So that would be a good play as well.
What's the action on Tiger Woods look like right now? Obviously not to be in contention or to win a sixth green jacket, but just is it making the cut? What kind of action is running on Tiger Woods? What's interesting?
Yeah, Bruce, I think the most popular, the most focused bet right now we can look at with Tiger, there's two of them really. I think the main one's going to be, will he make the cut? Mm-hmm. So he has 23 consecutive cuts. It's tied with Gary Player and Fred Couples as the all-time record at the Masters. So if he makes the cut this year, he actually has the all-time record. Really want to focus on that one. The other one might be, how's he going to do in the first round? I mean, he is kind of fresh. Like, he has all these injuries, but he has been gearing up for this. How's he going to do in the first round? Is he going to shoot over 75, which is 3 over par, or under 75, which is, would be a 2 over par or less? So those are two ways you can play Tiger Woods, I think, if you don't want to take that, 180 to 1 for him to win the sixth green jacket.
I know this is a very broad-based question. You could probably give a myriad of answers. When do you like to bet the Masters? Do you like to bet it at the beginning, on moving day, on Friday? When do you like to bet most of your money?
I would say, Goody, I put a small percentage of my bets before the tournament to get in a couple of long shots in case they go low. I'm going to watch the course a little bit. On Friday, they all play again. We're going to see who makes the cut. Heading into Saturday is when you want to start diving in, because Saturday is moving day. That's when the men of the Masters put the flags in some accessible locations where people can make birdies. And then the back nine on Sunday, the second nine, they say the Masters doesn't even begin until the second nine on Sunday. And the reason for that is you have two reachable par fives that you can make an eagle on, but also have some trouble where you can make a double bogey on. So there's a lot of swings. Number 12 is one of the most famous par threes in all of golf, and it's also extremely difficult. And then the 16th hole, the way the ball funnels to the hole where they put it, you can make a hole in one there. So I like to dive in Saturday morning, Friday night, getting in before moving day, and then I really like to start taking some long shots as we head into the second nine on Sunday.
This is what you got to do for him, because we've been friends for a long time. Anytime you think of a good idea, just text it to me.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do.
Just text it to me.
Because he doesn't have anything better to do.
Well, he's my friend.
But you've tried this one before.
Yeah.
We've tried doing this before, that you're going to start getting rapid fire texts. Your phone's going to start burning up.
Well, pick your spots. Pick your spots.
I'm gonna get ahead of this, okay?
Okay.
Where I want you to jump in is I want you to pick 2 or 3 guys that you like to win the Masters, and when I want you to bet them is as they head into number 13. So if they finish 12, maybe they catch a par on 12, and you like a guy, I want you to bet him as he heads into that 13th tee shot, because 13, your guy could get an eagle. Then he could get another birdie or eagle at 15, and you're going to gain 2, 3, even 4 strokes on the lead. You can really catch a flyer there and have a good shot at a long shot. And I know you like those long shots. You don't want that minus money pick.
No, I don't.
We've got about 30 seconds left, Zach. Real quickly on the local, Wyndham Clark. Where are we with him? Level of confidence from a betting standpoint for the Denver native?
So no first-timer at Augusta has won since 1979. Wyndham Clark is his first time after winning the U.S. Open and getting in. I would go a little bit against Wyndham this week. I want to see what he does, how he performs. If he surprises me and wins the Masters, all the best to him, but I'm staying away.
Gotcha.
Here's the deal, man. If you can get me in on some good bets and some nice winnings, which I know that you don't have to blow up my phone. Just why am I betting what I think? I'm betting what you think. Who am I really kidding here? But if we win, and I say we, I will take you to any drive-through you want to go to in Denver.
Goody, I can't accept any gifts for my Masters picks. I'm just being a good friend here. I'll give you what I got, but okay. I'm going to leave the ball in your court. I'm going to give you a handful of guys, and then you go with your gut. We're
going to Sonic, baby, if we win. And I'm gonna get you like a triple burger if they even serve
good tater tots.
Do they have good tater tots?
Oh, yeah. Right. Mm-hmm.
Zack Price, you are the best. We're going to have you on again, certainly a lot during the football season. You are an expert there, too. Basketball is your big thing, too, right?
Oh, I've been in almost every Nuggets game. I'll be there tonight. So go Nuggets. Let's get that number 1 seed.
My man, Zach, you're awesome. We'll talk
Thanks,
soon.
Zach.
Thanks a lot, guys. Take care. Enjoy the Masters.
All right. He is the best. He's the best. And I am planning on putting my daughter through college.
I wish
weekend.
I had a good feeling about it. I never figure the Masters out.
Yeah. All right.
Too tough.
Coming up after the break, what Nathan McKinnon is doing is historic on so many different levels. We'll explain next.
And it makes a fiery ring.